Hi everybody, my name is June. Welcome to our channels and you have a millionaire mind. You are going to love our guest today. He is the author of 7 best-selling business books. For the past 10 years, he presented the #1 online entertainment TV shows for entrepreneurs called Help My Business. And today, he is going to be with you. Hi everybody, today I have a guest, Andrew Locke. We meet in Never Work Again, Singapore. The last time that I met him is 2 years back at Never Work Again, and he is my most favorite speaker. So today we are going to talk about money now. I would like you to share about 3 ways to make money.
So yeah, we were talking just before this about, making money on the internet. And of course, for a lot of people, making a website seems very daunting because there's still some technical things involved in that, even though it's got easier. So I came up with a system called Money Now, which is all about fast ways to make money using the internet, but without needing a website. So one of the methods is called domain arbitrage. And so what it involves is researching domain names that a small business could use. So for example, we are here in Singapore, so it could be something like Electrician Singapore or Singapore Electrician, both ways work. Or it could be chiropractor. Do you have those here?
Yes.
Yeah. Chiropractor Singapore, or even maybe a region of Singapore. When I teach this, it's often the town where someone lives. Singapore's a little different because it's a city and a country. But if it was in Malaysia, for example, you might do Electrician Kuala Lumpur, for example, or KL. For short. There's plenty of these domain names still available, surprisingly, and you can of course register that for just the basic amount, which is like, in the States it's about $10. Once you've done that, you can then contact through something like the Yellow Pages or, local directory, find all the electricians, and because there's so many of all these different types of businesses, someone is going to be smart enough to know that's a good domain name for them and show them how that type of domain name is Google likes to see that, and so it puts those types of domain names high in the search rankings. It's called exact match domain name. So when I taught this in Sydney, Australia a few years ago, I taught it in the afternoon, and someone that evening went and put it into practice, and he made almost $1,000 that night just by doing it. It's so simple, anybody can do it, and of course, like I said at the start, you don't need a website. That's an example of getting money now very fast. He did it in an evening. Any questions on that?
If I understand correctly, it's like you buy a very good domain and be a middle person to make money.
Yes, the key is to buy a domain name that relates to a local small business type. And there's so many of those, doctors, surgeons, lawyers, professional type businesses and all the different trades like, construction and things like that. So at least 100 different types of businesses you can do that for. As I said, most people aren't aware a lot of those domain names are still available even now, so it's a very easy way to make money fast.
It's very interesting. If you interested to know more, remember to subscribe to our channels and click on the notifications so you don't miss the next upcoming videos. Now I learned something. So if I want to have money now, then it's like I can consider to apply your method. There is a possibility in the evening I can get the money, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
If I follow the step correctly.
Absolutely.
Would you able to share more?
Another one is called public domain. The concept of public domain is any what's called a work published before 1935 is now considered not owned by any individual. So what's a work means is an article, an audio, interviews, it could be a piece of music, any piece of content. For example, the book Think and Grow Rich is under that category of a public domain. So anybody can now use that information and repackage it and sell it. By the way, there are lots of websites which give you this public domain information, and you can just search for them, use the words public domain. And there's just unlimited content that's really, really very good. By the way, in addition to the works before 1935, any work that was published between 1935 and I think I forget the exact date, but 1960 something, did not have its copyright renewed, is also in the public domain. So that opens it up even further. You can basically just pick any topic that you're interested in, find public domain information. Let's say it's probably it's written information because that's where how most of them are. You could convert that written information into an audio book, for example, just by speaking it and recording it. Or you could get your camera out and make it into a video by speaking, the words of that public domain. Now you've created a new work, which you do own the copyright because you made it yourself, and then you can sell that. The easiest and best place to sell that is on eBay or Amazon. Of course, it didn't cost you anything to have the information. Someone may have spent years writing this book, which you can now take, repurpose it, and you can sell that on, like I say, Amazon or eBay, for, depending on the topic, could be anywhere from $20 to $100, depends what it is. And that's pure profit. And the great thing about those platforms, eBay and Amazon, is they have a lot of buyers already there. So you don't have to do any marketing at all. The buyers are already there looking for specific topics.
So you say that from